Hello and welcome back to my theme month.
Welcome back. This is the first episode of it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's our second time doing themes. We're no longer watching shitty 80s horror films or 80s.
One of them was 90s and one of them was 70s.
Yeah, whoever they were garbage. They killed my appetite for film.
Fantastic.
They really burnt me out.
Fantastic movie.
They were torture. One of them was one of the worst films I've ever watched in my life. If you guys want to know what that was, go listen to those reviews. So TJ's second theme month. But I said TJ. My name is Marcus.
TJ.
And this is, like I said earlier, the theme months, the genre review show that reviews genre movies in the beginning, sometimes the whole spiel. But we're not doing superhero shit, we're doing themes. And so this year,
I mean, could be superheroes. No, they don't know what your theme is.
No, not a goddamn one of superheroes. My theme are movies I like. Simple as that, guys. These are movies I've seen. My rule of thumb when I was doing this podcast initially, for people who probably don't know this, is every time I had a chance to pick a film, I'll pick something off my watch list, which is thousands of movies long. I never got the time to see. It's things I've heard that people say were good or just out of curiosity wanted to see. So every time it's been crashing and burning. Besides, I think Sing Street was a decent one. The rest of them were just not
garbage.
Good. Yeah. Sing Street was what? Episode what? What was that, TJ? Jesus.
32?
Nope. Before that, it looks like. Oh, 15. Episode 15. It's the last time I had a decent pick. That's crazy. Wow. But yeah, so this my theme month is movies I like. That I've seen before and I know I enjoy. Or at least I've seen them at least one time in my life and I gave them a good rating when I was younger, so I'm watching them again now. Also, these are movies that tend not to have sequels or remakes or whatever, besides this one. I chose this one because TJ and I were talking last week about movies he hasn't seen yet. I was like, you never saw this movie? You have to see this movie. You know what? I'm going to pick this just for you, TJ. I hope he likes it, because we haven't talked about it since then. If you guys are probably wondering in suspense what it is, and today, you probably saw the title anyways, but today we're reviewing the 2003 release of Oldboy. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this movie. I know TJ being TJ's probably hated this movie. I think he's hated every single movie I'm going to pick this month. I'm cool with that. The Oldboy 2003, not the shitty Spike Lee 2013 movie, guys. We're doing a good one. This movie was directed by Park Chan-wook. Screenplay by Hwan Jo-yeon, Lim Yeon-hyun, and Park Chan-wook. I apologize to everybody. I am bad at doing names. We should know this by now. This is actually based on a graphic novel. Oldboy.
No, it's not.
Not graphic novel. I'm sorry, a manga.
A manga, yeah.
Manga. Say it like an American. A manga. An 8 volume. It had a lot of pages. I heard like 160 pages or something like that. Produced by Lim Seong-yeon, starring Chow Ming-sik. Oh, hold on. Where are we at? Here we go. Chow Ming-sik as the main character, Odesu. Jesus. Yo Ji-tae as Lee Woo-jin, the main antagonist. Kang, probably. Kang Hae-jun as Midu, as the main female lead. Ji Han, the main character's friend. Kim Byung-ok as a bodyguard. Yoon Jin-seo as someone's sister. Oh, the main bad guy's sister. Oh Dao-soo as a private prison warden. And Oh Kwan-rock as the suicidal man.
Two things before you continue on. Isn't Oh Dao-soo the main character in this? Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is very similar spellings.
Okay. And then you skipped over the young versions of the characters.
Oh, did I? Oh, there's young versions of the characters. You want to name them? I don't know who I skipped them, where I skipped them.
Oh Tae-kyung as young main character.
Oh, okay.
Yoo Yeon-suk as young bad guy character. And Woo Il-hwan as young best friend character.
Okay. That's all people in the film. This movie has a runtime of 120 minutes. It's 2 hours.
Too long.
Crazy. This movie was released on November 22nd, 2003. The budget was about $3 million. And the box office says a $17.1 million. But when I get to it in the box office section, I'm guessing it was like re-releases and theatrically, because its number made a $14 million, where I'm looking at $15 million. So I guess it was re-released or something like that.
How would a re-release did it get lower than what it says here?
What?
Oh, you're saying this is with re-releases, the 17.
That's what I'm guessing, because the box office and the box office mojo, which I go to usually, the number's lower than that number. So I'm assuming it was re-released or whatever.
Gotcha.
We'll do 170 through 160.
You're not going to do the number this is in?
It's in it.
Oh, it's in 170 to 160? I thought you said it made the top 120.
200, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So at number 170, a movie called Cow Ho Na Ho.
Okay.
That. It made how much money did it make? Because I gotta say that part too. That made $13.2 million.
Well, by the language, I think it's either Chinese. No, well, not Chinese. Well, made by Chinese, but the language would be either Mandarin or it's Korean, but I'm not sure which one it is.
Country's origin,
Oh,
India.
so it's
and
Hindi.
Canada. Yes. It's a 3-hour film. That helps.
It's really hard to look at an English version of words.
Yes. Well, I'll give you the genres: comedy, drama, musical.
It's a Bollywood movie. I don't freaking know. It's got some kind of dancing or something in it.
Probably. It looks like a romance. I don't know. God, Jesus, these names, man.
Look, I can't. I don't speak these languages, so you can't give me a foreign name language and expect me to have any insight into what the movie could be.
You're no fun.
I can say that based on that, it's about cows.
I gotta cut that out, TJ. Nana, an introverted, perpetual, depressed girl's life changes when she meets Aman. But Aman has a secret of his own, which changes their lives forever.
He's a vampire.
Embroidered in all this is Rohit, Nani's best friend, who conceals his love for her.
He's a werewolf.
It looks like he's probably like a billionaire or some shit, typical. No, this is 2003, so don't think it's creative or anything like that.
One of them is Vishnu.
One was what?
Vishnu.
Is that a character in the lore?
No, it's one of the Hindi gods.
Yeah, their lore, their god lore.
Yeah,
same thing.
I think it's this is really bad. I don't even know what their religion's called right now. But one of their gods has got the multiple arms, and I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I think that's Vishnu.
That's more than most people know. I couldn't tell you.
Unless Vishnu is... I don't know. I don't remember. That Middle Eastern mythology is kind of my weakest territory when it comes to mythology, but...
Fair. Sorry. At number 169 with $13.5 million, a movie called Anything Else. Anything Else, TJ. What a cast. What a cast this movie has. Holy crap.
I'm going to go with, just based off the title, some kind of comedy where bad things just keep happening.
It is comedy romance. It stars...
Yeah, it's like, things keep getting in the way. So anything else, that's the best I can come up with.
So we have, from low ranking to high ranking, I'm skipping some names. We have Jimmy Fallon. We have K.D. Strickman. We have Danny DeVito, Christina Ricci, Jason Biggs, and the worst of them all, Woody Allen. This was written, directed, and starring.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Woody Allen?
So many things. As the trailer's playing, and it looks creepy because it's Woody Allen. So, and it sucks because he does make some decent. His movies suck, but they're also kind of good sometimes. Of the two monsters between him and Roman Polanski, I prefer Roman Polanski's movies. But they're also both really bad people.
There's a hilarious song called "Woody Allen Jesus" by Tim.
Yeah. So yeah, Woody Allen's a good guy. Don't Google him. And he just enjoys movies. God, he sucks. This movie's about a guy named Jerry Falk learns a lesson the hard way when he falls in love with a beautiful but flighty Amanda. Flighty. That's flighty. Sorry, flighty. It's just,
Yeah, it's exactly what the title is. It's because they're not original with their names. This is the problem I have with modern movies. The names are so on the nose. It's like, I guessed that based off of that vague title.
Also, it's 2003, so it's definitely that era of
garbage movies.
Shit. Yeah, and also it's a Woody Allen film. So
true.
You've seen one of his films. You've seen them all. He's got a thing he sticks to. What a person. Gross. Let's get out of that one. Let's get to something more fun to talk about. 168 with $13.8 million. $81 million. We have a movie teacher we'll probably heard of and House of the Dead.
I mean, it's clearly a horror movie, but I don't know.
You don't know? I think you're joking, right?
No, I don't know this one.
The director Yui Ball. Remember? Does that sound familiar?
I know who Yui Ball is, yeah.
House of the Dead, the video game series.
That's what I know. I know about the video game series. I didn't know there was a movie about it.
Yeah. Really? You didn't know this?
No, I didn't know. I mean, obviously, it's off of video game. Yui Ball loves to destroy video games.
Yeah,
through his movies, but I'd never seen it. I didn't even know it was one.
Huh. Granted, the game, what can you do with the game? It's
what you said, House of the Dead. I was like the video game? And I was so I just assumed it was,
I thought you would have played it or watched it or something. Have you played the games?
House of the Dead? I think if I'm not mistaken, it is almost like an arcade shooter.
Okay.
So it's like one of them. I think if I could be mistaken, but I think it's the game that they adapted to the keyboard called Typing of the Dead, whereas to kill the zombies, you type in words to kill them. It's like, I believe that. I could be wrong about that, though.
Huh, I never played. I've only played the ones in like arcades. You stand up.
Yeah. So but I do believe it's like one of those you put a quarter in, pick up the gun, and start shooting.
That's fun. They're fun.
So, okay. But as the movie, sure.
Okay, but we've seen it. But whatever. You like bad movies?
No, because I haven't seen anything past the year 2000. I told you that.
I know, but like you've seen bad movies and like them, so.
But not past the year 2000.
Whatever, no fun. At 167, a $13.88 million movie called Touching the Void. Did I skip one? I did not skip one. Oh, I didn't read the synopsis of House of the Dead. House of the Dead. A group of college students travel to a mysterious island to attain a rave, which is soon taken over by bloodthirsty zombies. Shit film. Don't watch it.
So, just for the record on that, that's not the plot to the video game.
I know it isn't. So. And it's very bad. This movie's very, very, very bad. Cannot say that enough. It's bad. Do not watch it.
You shouldn't really watch any of Yuli Ball's movies. They all kind of suck.
I saw it when I was younger, and I was like on TV at the time. I started watching it. Like, this is atrocious. They paid to make this movie, and it's like, it's bad. So yeah. Anyways, Touching the Void at number 167.
Vague name.
I'll give you this. It's rated R. It's an hour 46, and it's on my list.
Of course it is. Of course it's on your list. Which means it could go one of two ways here. It could be like something along the lines of very sci-fi, like very space, like, like Alien, like going into space, and like something almost close to like a 2001 Space Odyssey kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it's such a pretentious title where it's just like something about emotions or like some kind of dramatic piece or something like that.
Well, it's not the first one. I guess it's more close to it's not pretentious. I don't think. I haven't seen it right now. Well, I'm watching the trailer playing in front of me right now. And it's something. You're not going to guess it, so let me just tell you.
Yeah.
It's a true story of two climbers and their perilous journey up the west face of Sayula Grande and the Peruvian Andes in 1985.
Yeah, that's what I meant by like the space and touching something that's not there, achieving something.
That's something grand.
Yeah, something like that, but touching the void led me towards space instead of stuff like that. But that's what I kind of got the feeling. I couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was, but
looks terrible, but it's on my list. At 166 with $14.1 million, a movie called Football Days, or better, Dias de Futebol.
So it's a foreign film.
Yes.
Oh, that's tricky then.
It's an hour 53.
Because when American hears football, we hear football. But if it's foreign, I'm leaning more towards in what we say in America as soccer.
Yes.
So it's a soccer movie.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I got. Okay. Soccer movie.
It's a comedy, yeah. A group of 30-year-old friends tries to change their sad existence by setting up a soccer team, like when they were young, to see if they finally win something in their lives. Huh. Yeah. Okay. At 165 with $14.3 million, a movie called How to Deal. How to Deal from 2003. PG-13, hour 41.
Well,
hey, it's directed by a female named Claire Kilner.
Well, that actually informs my choice, actually, because I was about to say, it could either go to one of two ways. Since it's a female director, I'm going to lean towards how to deal with like emotions and loss and stuff like that.
You sexist piece of shit. Wow. Who cares if it stars Mandy Moore? You sexist? This comedy, drama, romance. Why would you think that? Women could do more than that, TJ. A teenage
not
girl.
In 2000. To be fair, not in 2003. There was no creativity in 2003.
Females just don't do emotions. They also do. A teenage girl learns to cope with her parents' divorce, her sister's wedding, and her friend's pregnancy, and the tensions of her first serious boyfriend.
I mean, I was gonna say that was, but even if it was a male director, I was gonna say that's one of the two choices I had in my head.
Hey, what was it called again? What's the title called? How to Deal?
Yes.
Yeah, fair. I would have gone Poker.
That was the other one I was thinking of. If it was a male director, it could have been that, because around 2000 and 2003
was Ocean's films.
Was not only was the Ocean films, but Texas Hold'em really took off.
It really did
in that time period. Yeah. So Poker was a big deal at that time. So
God, that game. God, I love playing Pixel. Where we at? 164 with $14.6 million we have together with you. Or better, this is how you properly say it, that way. Say that word, TJ.
Hinizaiki.
Got you, nerd. What's the country of origin for those words, huh?
That actually looks Japanese.
It's Mandarin, so yes, China. China, South Korea.
Again,
Beijing, China.
Looking at the English version of how it's written is different than looking at the kanji or...
See, you call me pretentious. Let's say shit like that. You're pretentious, man. That's pretentious.
Is it pretentious to know things?
Yes. Yeah, that's my argument. Just because I know and like things doesn't make me pretentious. So what's this movie about, pretentious TJ?
It would be easy if it wasn't a Chinese movie, because that could actually be anything, but I'm going to actually go with the basic and think it's just a basic romance film.
It's a drama and music. It's no romance at all.
Well, that's what I knew it probably wasn't because of because it was in Chinese. It was Mandarin. Yeah.
I want to add to my list though. So a violin prodigy and his father travel to Beijing, where the father seeks the means to his son's success, while the son struggles to accept the path laid before him. Add that to my list, TJ.
That's only an answer you can make for yourself.
I hate that we're both pretentious. Go to my list. This is good actually too. Up next we have a movie called at 163. The Triplets of Belleville. Belleville.
Triplets of Belleville?
Belleville. I'll paste it and show it to you. That.
And it's not going to help. Belleville's just a town.
Since you're pretentious, I'll say the original title for you. Les Triplets de...
Oh, God, it's French?
Oui.
It's French. That really... Like, if it was an American movie, it was already stumping. But now that it's French, it's even way worse.
And it's animated. That helps.
I would have never guessed it was animated, to be honest with you.
Add it to my list. It looks interesting, actually.
The Triplets of Belleville, about triplets who live in Belleville?
Maybe. When her grandson is kidnapped during the Tour de France, Madame Souza and her beloved pooch, Bruno, team up with the Belleville sisters, an aged song and dance team from the days of Fred Astaire, to rescue him. Oh, that sounds awesome.
That's a unique premise, that's for sure. Isn't it the Tour de France a bicycle race?
Yes, bicycle one. God, I'm watching the trailer. It looks so
French.
Yes, and God damn it, am I intrigued? Oh, I can't wait to watch that, DJ. We both are pretentious, yeah. Because you know this one, you nerd. 162 with $14.81 million. We have One Piece Dead End Adventure.
I mean, obviously, it's the anime One Piece. I'm assuming it's an animated movie based off of One Piece.
Yeah, it's one of their movies.
I never saw it, so
I've never seen a single second of the show or movies. I never plan on it because it sounds awful.
I had to cover it for Anime and Us back when I did that show. So
did you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. But it's like it's a shonen, so it's more along the lines of a Dragon Ball Z, or it's one of those. So
just never ending.
And those are easy. Everyone loves those kind of shows, so they're easy to make.
Yeah, fair.
And to be fair to One Piece is, I think, the longest ongoing shonen ever. I think there's over 1,000. I want to say episodes of the show, and the manga is ridiculous. So
that's why I'm never gonna touch it, because I am good off of that. Unless it was like the end of the world, I'm like last person alive. Like, I got something time to kill, I guess. But I saw Naruto, so I've got my fill of long form that shit.
Yeah, Naruto's the other one.
Yeah. So Luffy and his gang finds out about and joins the Death Race Dead End. And the ex-Marine Gasparde and the bounty hunter Shiraja clash as the conspiracy of the race unfolds. Yeah, gibberish.
Those movies are usually self-contained.
Yes.
And normally, I don't know if One Pieces are non-canon or not. So I mean, they're just usually made for the fandom, not really part of the show. So,
and that's sometimes the movies, like at least Dragon Ball and Naruto, would like put a few episodes together to make one movie. So, the 161, I want to say, Battle Royale 2 with $14.89 million.
It's about wrestling.
Yep. After 3 years after the failure of the last Battle Royale program, a second act is forged, and a class of students is sent to an island with one objective: kill international terrorists.
Wait.
Nanahara.
What was the first one made?
2000.
Really?
Yeah, it's an hour 54. It's a pretty good movie.
I thought it was way earlier that first one was made.
No, I thought it was like 98 at the earliest.
Huh. Okay, then it makes sense that a sequel came out. I mean, Battle Royale is just Lord of the Flies, so...
Lord of the Flies is Hunger Games. It's, hey, have these people fight against each other.
Yeah. Lord of the Flies is the actual book that everything is based off of.
Hey, you fucking heard whatever. Again, pretentious. You can say I saw it and I liked it or I hated it. You just can't do that. Like, oh, it's actually that, and other one's better because it's original.
Well, no, I mean Hunger Games. I never actually read or seen the Hunger Games things, but
I'm saying Lord of the Flies. You like Lord of the Flies?
Not really. It was one of those books I had to read for high school.
I never read them. I saw the movies.
So, like, it was like I was in a college prep English class, and it was just one of those books they made us read.
Yeah, this one I saw the 1963 film. It's pretty good.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, that was back like in high school. I didn't really like to read that much because I had to read it. So it was one of those things. Like, one of the worst experiences I had in high school reading was I had to read Frankenstein.
Oh, what a good book.
Because the English teacher wanted to do a compare and contrast between the movie and the book for an assignment. But the book is so filled with scientific terms and scientific things like that.
Anyways, at 160, we have Oldboy with 14.9 or $17 million. Yeah, that's the box office. Just some behind the scenes. I'm tired of talking. To you, TJ.
All right. I mean, there's not a lot, really. I mean, there's a lot, but it's like nothing interesting. Like, there's talk about that corridor scene, which is...
Infamous. Not infamous, a very popular scene.
That one continuous take thing that apparently took 17 takes to do in 3 days.
Yeah.
So I mean,
inspired Daredevil TV show. Yeah.
And the only thing that that was added was the knife in his back was apparently computer generated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. UGK is the main villain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the original script originally called for full male frontal nudity, but he changed his mind in the scene after the scenes were shot. So
okay.
There's a whole thing about the octopus.
What about the octopus, TJ?
Because the octopus thing is actually mixed in with the computer generated imagery paragraph. Because apparently the ants that he was seeing is computer generated, but the octopus was not.
I mean, to be fair, I guess it aged like that, so you could definitely tell which was real, which was fake.
Right. There are apparently 4 octopuses used during the scene.
Jesus.
All right. So apparently the eating of a squirming octopus is called sannakji in Korean. And it's a delicacy that exists in East Asia, although it is usually killed and cut, not eaten whole and alive. The squirming is actually a result of post-mortem nerve activity in the octopus's tentacles.
Gross.
And when asked about if the director was sorry for the actor because of the vegetarian and stuff like that, he was like he felt more sorry for the octopuses.
Which is fair.
I mean, but he's the director. I mean, you could have just left that scene out. You didn't need to do it.
It's a pretty gnarly scene, though. It's a good scene. It's memorable. It's like, oh, this is something. And it's art. It's 2003 art. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's art.
Nowadays, they're like, no, we're not doing that.
Sure.
Yeah, this was also filmed in Korea?
Most of it. Everything but the last scene, which was filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah, so yeah, they're going balls to the wall, man.
And the ending was apparently left intentionally ambiguous.
I love it.
So that the director said he wanted to deliberately intended to generate discussion. It is completely up to each individual viewer to interpret what is not shown. There was a 20th anniversary re-release apparently, so it's got critical acclaim.
I heard about this at film school. I saw it back in 2020. Let's say 2012-ish. So it's been a minute since I've seen this, and yeah, I was a pretentious film kid back then.
It's got an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's liked by the likes of Robert Ebert and what's his name? Your favorite director?
Spielberg?
No, Tarantino.
Oh, yeah. This is a film person's movie.
It's regarded as one of the best films ever made, apparently.
Yeah.
Makes a bunch of best lists. There were a few bad reviews to it, though.
Which makes sense. There's always got to be a bad review for everything.
Apparently, the director wanted people to be reminded of Oedipus when thinking of the main character.
Who's Oedipus, TJ?
Oedipus was the guy that was in love with his mother.
Okay, Greek, right?
It's Greek mythology, stuff like that. There's a bunch of Greek correlation in this movie, apparently. Like, there's a whole paragraph about, like, the Oedipus the King inspiration throughout the thing, and I don't want to go through the whole thing. If you're interested, just read it yourself. Because it's like, oh, look at the pretentiousness of this, too. And because I don't even, like, sure, the director says this, but this is someone making this article.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever.
It's pretentious, the word of the day, TJ.
Wow. Also, the director wanted to focus on the irrational in this movie.
But irrational?
Yeah, like, that's why it's so surreal.
Okay.
And the absurdities of it. But it's also, like, in my experience, kind of surrealism and absurdity is kind of the comedic sense in the Far East.
Yes.
At least as far as Japan goes. So it wouldn't be surprised to me if they found that stuff equally as funny and stuff as that. I always found it flat myself, but that's my opinion. This movie won a bunch of awards.
Goddamn right it does. Let's read them off, TJ.
All right, here we go. It won 2 Asian Pacific Film Festival Awards for Best Director and Best Actor.
Yeah.
It won the Austin Films Critic Association Award for Best Foreign Film. It won the Bangkok International Film Festival Award for Best Director, tied with Christopher Baratier for Le Chorus.
Oh, The Chorus! Oh, shit.
The Chorus, yeah.
I'm not pretentious, I swear, guys. Oh, my God. I bought my sister that DVD, actually. I'm not pretentious.
It won the Belgian Film Critics Association Award for Grand Prix. I don't know what that means, Grand Prix.
That's a fucking movie, man.
The Grand Prix is an annual award presented by
No, The Chorus. I don't care about the Grand Prix. It's Grand Prix.
I ignored your thing because you went off topic. Anyway, it won the Bergen International Film Festival Award for Audience Award, whatever that is. It won the Blue Dragon Film Award. What's the name?
The Blue Dragon.
Oh, isn't that the
yes.
restaurant? Oh, okay. Blue Dragon Films Award for Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actress. It won the British Independent Film Award for Best Foreign Independent Film. It won the, what is that, Cannes? Cannes Film Festival Award for Grand Prix. I still don't know what that is.
The Grand Prix is the award of the Cannes Film Festival bestowed by the jury of the festival on one of the competing feature films. It's the second most prestigious prize of the festival after the Palme d'Or. Okay, it's just a level of wow. It was nominated for the most prestigious and got nominated for second most prestigious.
All these Grand Prix and stuff awards are indie festival stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yes.
It won Director's Cuts Awards.
What do you see this at? Okay.
I don't know what that is either, but it won for Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Producer. How do you win an award for being a producer? Is that you just throw money at things?
Yep.
Anyway.
You have saying and stuff like, hey, I'll give you money, but hire this person or do this, try to go in this direction with it kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It won a Golden Trailer Award for Best Foreign Action Trailer, tied with District 13. Like, District 13 was a foreign action trailer?
Okay, that's another one. You're thinking District 9, 12? You're thinking the Alien one. I know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
I don't know what that was called.
It won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Grand Bell Awards for Best Director, Best Actor, Best Editing, Best Lighting, and Best Music. It won the Hong Kong Films Award for Best Asian Film, and it won 1, 2, 3, 4 Korean Film Awards for Best Film Director, Actor, and Best Music. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah, that's weird. And then Best Music. And it won the Sitges Film Festival, 2 Sitges Film Festival Awards for Best Film, and the Jose Luis Guarner Critics Award. And it also... What?
This is such a pretentious list. So sorry. This is ridiculous.
And it also won the Stockholm International Film Festival Award for Audience Award.
That's fucking crazy. Oh, shit.
The last 2 things of the behind the scenes, there was apparently a Bollywood controversy.
Ugh, what's wrong with them?
They made a movie called Zinda.
Okay.
Or yeah, it was directed by writer-director Sanjay Gupta, but it has a striking resemblance to Oldboy, but is not an officially sanctioned remake. So it was reported in 2005 that that Zinda was in violation of copyright, and a spokesperson for the original movie says, if we find out there is a strong similarity between the two, it looks like they'll have to talk to their lawyers. Nothing ever came of it. I mean, the company did sell the rights to the film to DreamWorks, which initially expressed legal concerns, but nothing actually happened because the studio shut down.
Huh.
Yep. There obviously is an official remake directed by Spike Lee that was released in 2013 that has a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, there was going to be a remake earlier, originally supposed to be produced by Steven Spielberg and starring Will Smith.
Yeah, pretty cool. I was watching a video on this a while back, and I was like, that's pretty interesting, because it was like, after this came out, the American version that was floating around Hollywood for forever, and that came up. Like, it wouldn't have been good.
No.
But it would have been interesting to see. I do like Spielberg and his filming methods, his touch and film. I don't think he's got the touch to make something rated R like this, especially starring Will Smith. Because Will Smith's not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe back in
maybe
Enemy of the State kind of days, but not in 2008.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's the behind the scenes.
Okay, is that it?
That's all I got.
Okay, well, that was a review, guys. Talk to you next time. Well, we're going to the review then, huh?
Going into the review.
Okay, so I've seen this one time before in my life. This is TJ, your first time seeing this, correct?
Yep.
You knew nothing about it going in?
Nope, I went in blind.
Okay. This is going to be so fast. So before we start reviewing, before we get to end, I'm going to get my score now. So people have spoiler issues. They can hear our main review. I'm giving this probably an 8 out of 10 before we would talk about it. You have a number you want to give it yet or no?
Nope.
Okay. And my score could go up or down. Who knows? But yeah, there's that. So I like this film. I picked it for a reason because I liked it. So movie's simple, guys.
Is it though? Is it simple?
It's very simple.
Is it though?
Yeah. It gets complicated the more you talk about it, but it's a very simple premise of we open with a guy who's drunk and he's over drunk. Like, hey, my daughter's birthday. I'm celebrating it. I'm uber drunk. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a womanizer. That's my character. I'm in a police station being held. Oh, my friend comes to pick me up.
Wait, he's a womanizer? When was that shown?
They say it all the time.
Where?
If you read the subtitles, I watched the subtitle version. I don't know how you watched it, but
I watched the subtitle version.
His friends and everyone says this guy likes to womanize women. He has sex with a lot of women. One bit in here is like, who would be angry at me? I always talk that much, and I'm like, who would be after me? And his friend's like, I don't know, maybe one of the 200 women you f***ed. One of their husbands, probably. He's not a good guy.
It must have been like in a couple lines of dialogue because I missed it every time. Yeah. I did not get that one time.
They brought up a few times that this guy is like has a history of not being a saint. He's not a good guy. He's not likable, guys.
There is one thing that I did want to bring up behind the scenes that is relative to the review.
Yeah.
At the end, he cuts out his tongue.
Yes.
And this, I don't remember where it says it in the behind the scenes, but they said that he cuts out his tongue so it would stop him from talking.
Yes.
Is that what the reason was?
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's not what I got from it at all.
Were you thinking it's just gratuitous for gratuitous sake?
No, not at all.
Oh, what'd you get for it then?
Well, I thought he cut out his tongue to appease the bad guy because the bad guy says is you impregnated my sister with your tongue. So he cuts out his tongue to appease him so that he could do what he was told. I didn't take it so that
it's both of those because he does that because you're pregnant your sister with my tongue because
okay.
He's talking like spread the rumors. You don't shut the f*** up.
So when I when I saw the talk stuff, I thought it was so he wouldn't be able to tell the twist.
No, not at all. It's because it's like you talk a lot.
Okay.
You spread the rumors. This is why you're getting tortured now.
Okay.
So you're right. You're definitely right.
I just misread it. Misread the intention behind it. Okay. That was the other behind the scenes.
Yeah. So yeah, this piece of shit womanizer is drunk on his daughter's birthday. Her third birthday, I believe. He gets picked up by his friend. A friend takes him out, takes him to the phone booth, calls the guy's wife. I got him, bringing him home. Hangs up. Oh no, where's my friend at? The main guy. He's missing. Cut to the main guy is now stuck in a prison, kind of like an apartment, kind of. It's got a TV, a bathroom, and it's like a single room apartment. And he's just stuck there. And doesn't know why. He tries to talk to the people who feed him food. They're not answering any of his questions. He's stuck there for 15 years. 15 long, strenuous years. During so, he tries killing himself. He tries escaping. Nothing works. He's just in hell. He writes down the diary of like all the people he offended. It's longer list than he expected. It's just, I have not been a good guy. Someone's after me for a reason. Don't know why I'm here. I hope I get out. If I get out, I'm going to kill everyone here. He's going to be on revenge streak, guys. That's the whole setup for the first act-ish, probably. And then 15 years later, he's released. And now he's just wandering. He goes to a restaurant, befriends not the bartender, but the cook there, the chef. She's a renowned-ish sushi chef. She makes really good stuff, but she was part of a contest. It doesn't matter. He befriends her, but he passes out. She takes it to her apartment. Her apartment.
Why does he pass out?
Do I say it?
I'm not talking about the twist. I'm talking about what the scene was.
Because that's the scene where he eats the
octopus. Yeah.
He eats the octopus, and it's disgusting. They linger, man. It's gross. It's gross. It's all funny.
They linger on a lot of gross things.
Yeah. That's a movie. That's what movies do. He passes out eating octopus, wakes up in her apartment. She's reading through his diaries of when he was in prison. And so she sees all the details of like who he was, who he is, and where he's going now. And she's like, I'm going to help you get your revenge. And she helps him get the revenge. She helps him detect his way through all this stuff. And there are clues on what he was eating at the place. So he finds out that the food he was eating was from the place. He goes to the place, fights some people, gets more clues. It's just a scavenger hunt to get to the place, to the end. He does all that shit. So yeah, he makes love to the lady who's helping him. There's a cool hammer scene halfway through because he gets back to the place and kills some people. He doesn't really kill anybody thinking about it. He hurts people really badly. Does anyone die in this?
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone dies in that part, but
near the end.
And the office, he kills those 3 guys up there.
Oh, I guess he does, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The killer revealed.
Well, he kills 2 of them.
Yeah.
The main guy kills. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The body count's low in this movie. The bad guy who.
But to be fair to this movie, there's not a lot of people in this movie.
No, it isn't.
It's very much a character piece.
It's so good. It's so much a character piece. The bad guy reveals himself like, hey, I'm the guy who caught you. You're wondering why I let you out. Or you're wondering why I caught you, but you probably should be asking why I let you out. So your job is by July 5th, or whatever the date was, figure out why I let you out, why I caught you, why I let you out. And once you figure it out, some bullshit can happen. You could die, whatever. And so that's his new thing is now, okay, I know who did it. Now I got to figure out what the motive was. Now that's the second part of his investigation. He finds out they went to the same school together. He finds out that he caught the bad guy having sex with his sister. No, it's Game of Thrones shit. Whatever, who cares? He told the band guy we're following told one of his friends. One of his friends starts telling people, yada, yada, yada. The rumor goes around. So the main bad guy's sister ends up killing herself because she feels bad, and she gets pregnant by the rumor. That's what the bad guy says. Clearly, he impregnated his sister. He just can't accept that.
Are you sure? Because
that's how I'm taking it.
There's hypnotizing and stuff in this movie. There's magic in this freaking movie, so I'm not convinced that it didn't happen that way.
I think it definitely happened. I think the bad guy is just so denial and crazy.
I mean, it's possible.
He 100% got his sister.
This film is
that's not the only time they probably had sex.
But this film is so ambiguous.
No, it's not. I think it's pretty much right on.
It's not. No, it's not. It's ambiguous when its motives are right up until the end.
Talking about
right up to the end, you don't know what's true and what's not.
Well, in a sense of like everything's under the bad guy's control, so you can't trust anything. But yeah, it's always to be skeptical. I liked that. Like, did you not like that? Did you not like have fun with that?
What? That everything was confusing and like
what was confusing? Like I don't get what was confusing.
The whole movie was confusing for me, to be honest with you. I didn't know what I was watching half the time. And part of it is because I have trouble with the subtitles too. Like I told you, I missed that whole womanizing part. Like just because sometimes the subtitles just go by so fast that I missed it, and I'm not rewinding the movie.
Oh gosh.
So it's like I miss lines here and there, and if your whole background is discussed in a line and I missed it, that's too bad.
That's respectable, I suppose.
So like I might have missed big plot points here and there because of that.
Yeah. But
like right from the start, I'm like, what am I watching here? I have no idea what's going on half the time.
And that's the good part about this movie, because it's like a movie is like that happens, like what's going on, what can happen next. I think we kind of have it figured out. It's like, no, we're going this direction now. But it's not too wacky. It's just twisty turny. And I love that.
I disagree. This movie is very wacky.
I don't think it's wacky enough. So yeah, the main bad guy had sex with his daughter, Jesus, his sister, back when they were younger. The main good guy saw that, spread rumors. And so the main bad guy's like, I'm going to torture you about that. But my ultimate revenge is that lady you had sex with, that's your daughter. Sorry, pal. Now how's it feel?
How did he get him to do it, Marcus?
Hypnotize. Suggestive hypnotism. And I love it. Love it so goddamn much, TJ. It's so good. It's so ridiculous 2003 shit, and I love it. Oh, it's so good. The main good guy is distraught by this. Clearly, he is breaking down, submitting to the bad guy. Love the scene. It's a great scene. His life's ruined. He's like, I did what? Oh, he's also accused of killing his wife. The bad guy did it clearly back when he was in prison. God, so good. I think the movie should have ended here, in my opinion. Just, hey, bad guy wins. Life sucks sometimes, guys, but it's fine. So the bad guy leaves, kills himself in an elevator. The good guy's like, I don't know what to do. So he fast forward a few weeks, months, I don't know how long it's been. And the good guy talks to the hypnotist who hypnotized them. He's like, hey, can you brainwash me not to believe any of this shit ever happens? He's just like, yeah, pal. Half of your brain now believes that the reality, knows the reality, we call it the monster, will die off. And the good side, you, will have no memory of what happened. You never your daughter.
What was that like when he reaches 70 years, he will die. Yeah. So it's 70 steps?
Or about. Maybe he's like 40, so 30 steps. You get what I'm saying? So whatever the difference is.
So it was just a metaphor?
Why?
Because like when I'm watching it, I didn't understand. It was like, is he going to die at 70?
The monster, the bad side is. The bad side's gone and forever gone.
So he's ideally, he's not going to die at 70.
No.
He's not just going to drop dead at 70.
No, she was just saying, give us some time to let the monster disappear, and you should never have that again.
Yeah, I had trouble following this.
God, you're so crazy. And so ideally, in the end of this movie, we see when he hugs his daughter again, it should be the good version of him. But it's shot ambiguously enough to be like, is it the monster? Is it this will never work?
What is the good version of him?
He doesn't know that's his daughter.
He doesn't know that it's his daughter, so he's going to have a relationship with his daughter for the rest of his life?
Bliss, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, I think the hypnotism failed, and I think he's just like, oh, God, I am the rest of my life. I got to kill myself.
That's just what you want to believe.
Yeah, it's whatever ending you want.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's the movie. Clearly, I loved it a lot. TJ has issues with it. So, talk. What are your feelings? What do you like about it? What confused it to you?
I think the whole movie is very fucking confusing, to be honest with you. And it could be just, like I said, the subtitle thing. It could be cultural thing, and stuff like that. I kind of hated this movie.
I figured you would.
I did not like it at all. Like
I knew I figured because of the subtitles thing, because of the ending twist of him his daughter, like pure anime shit for you, probably.
Oh, you have no idea how anime this is. Like I've seen this freaking story in Japanese anime so many times. It's almost soap opera to the point. Like, and I just. Like I won't pretend like I saw the twist come or anything, but what a twist! I mean, I did figure it out. Like when he opened the box, I was like, oh, that's who I did figure it out before they revealed it, but it was only like by 10 seconds or so.
Yeah.
But like it was, I don't know. It felt like I wasn't enamored by the twist, if that makes sense. It didn't impress me.
That's fair.
If you catch my meaning behind it. It just feels like the motivations behind the bad guy's things feel so petty and so lame and so stupid.
What do you think? Cersei Lannister and Jaime are f***ing, and if someone catches them, which he did, and now Cersei kills herself, Jaime's gonna be like, oh man, my sister was a good lay. And
but like...
Yeah. This is that storyline. It's great.
But the difference is when that happens in that movie, they go for immediate, they go for silence. You know what I mean? They go to silence the detractors and stuff like this.
Yeah, they were kids at the time this happened in this movie. They were high schoolers. Right. I don't know. Do I tell someone I was f***ing my sister, or do I just keep that to myself? But how do I get back at this guy?
Okay, he f***ed his sister, and you just say that didn't happen. It's a rumor that this kid made up.
Yeah, they do that, but his sister killed herself. So like now, like
she kills himself, but at the same time, it's like I get that's the whole motivation. He blames him for his sister's death.
Yes,
I get it. It just didn't feel like it was enough.
Really?
No.
What?
Like it felt a little. Like I said, it felt petty, but like at the same time, you have to be an extremely... This was petty to a degree that I found it unbelievable, if that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, and here's another thing I was confused by. The main bad guy, and maybe it's because of just the way they look, but he looks like 20 years younger than the main protagonist, and they're supposed to be the same age, so that confused me.
Well, there's also the fact that he's well kept and has money, while the other one, which has been tortured for 15 years, and also is a drunken piece of shit.
Yeah, I understand that. But they don't portray that.
Wow.
So it's like, so when it came in, it's like, oh, I was like, I didn't even realize they were the same age. So it kind of like threw me off there, which lessened the impact of everything else because I was trying to grapple. Wait, what? is going on here? And I don't know. I didn't like the story didn't make sense to me, and it didn't.
Is this what this feels like on your end? Because usually when I'm talking shit on your movies, you're like, "No, it makes total sense," and I'm like, "It doesn't, you dickhead." This is what it feels like.
Yes,
because this makes complete sense to me.
No, I didn't like. It felt like this is gonna sound bad.
Say it.
It feels like a fresh draft.
Wow.
It feels like the guy was like, "Oh, I have this twist and I have this neat setup, but I'm just gonna force it all in."
If this is a first draft, it's a really good first draft.
But here's the thing:
solid first draft. I'll tell you that.
This movie felt like a live action anime, which makes sense because it's based off of a manga.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not a fresh draft. There's obviously
multiple.
They had a plot to follow.
Yeah. From what I heard and whatever read, they had to cut the volume. There were so many storylines not even in this from the manga, so they had to cut this shit down to this.
But according to the synopsis thing here, it's a loose adaptation. Yes. It's not even a full adaptation. Yeah. So I'm not really criticizing so much the movie as much as I am the source material, if that makes sense.
Criticizing the source material?
Right, because that's what this is.
Right? Because the source material, from what, again, I haven't read it, but from what I've heard, is so different from this.
Right. But like from what it's kind of a weird criticism because I'm criticizing the source material based on what the movie made out of it. If that makes sense.
I think that's a cop-out.
Because it feels like everything's just smashed together. I have a bunch of neat ideas and I'm just going to put them on screen without any really thinking about.
Well, it flows though. That's where I'm confused with. And I get you had it. I remember when I first saw this movie, the only time I saw it before this, I kind of had your issue too, where it's that's why I don't remember most of the middle, because where the f is this movie going? Why is this great? Until it got to the end, oh. So, I kind of get where you're coming from with this. But so, what do you mean smashed together? Because him following to the back to the hotel and encountering the guy.
It feels like they have the setup, the 15 years.
Yes.
And by the way, him in the prison cell and learning to protect and getting super fighting powers just by punching a wall is very anime. It's
not
and
super, it's just shadow boxing. He just did.
No,
if you got 15 years, 10 years into it, I guess, or 11 years,
you have
you got to start shadow boxing, become really good at it.
I mean, you can only. You hit a plateau.
Yeah, but you get really good at that plateau, though. And everyone has different plateaus, too.
To take 15 people on in a hallway with a hammer? I don't think so.
That part's clearly movie's got a movie, and it's really cool.
I'm just saying. And
he did get tired near the end. Halfway through, he got a knife in his back. He wasn't a superhuman.
He kind of follows a typical shonen protagonist. I am the untouchable guy.
Well, he's very untouchable, though. He's getting beaten down. He's bloody throughout most of it.
Yeah, but so does every shonen main character. What I mean is
he's never on top of it. He's only on top of him in this movie when he first has his first fight in the back alley with 3 guns.
Neither is any shonen character until they get beat down until they reach their next level.
Yeah, but what's his next level? He's always getting bloodied and beaten down. He's never when he's never winning. He only got out of the issue with the Chief situation when the guy's like, "Hey, here's the money. Don't hurt my guy." He never wins in this movie, besides maybe that hallway fight scene. Barely. He's not victorious at all in this movie.
Well, no, because he's not technically. I'm just saying it follows the same.
It does, but
structure. Essentially,
it does follow the structure, but puts it on its head. This guy in reality is not going to win anything.
That's because that's the kind of the point. There's no good guys in this movie because I don't think there's. Maybe it's just me because I didn't like any of the characters.
No,
I hated everybody.
Maybe the daughter because she's stupid and young and immature. She's 18 by this point, so we had sex with her. Is that too weird?
Except I hated that too because. They fall in love when they first met, but then they gave me a stupid justification. Oh, they were hypnotized. Whatever. Bullshit. Whatever. Bullshit. Okay.
Whatever, TJ. You're just a hater.
That's such a stupid thing. But it felt like a live action anime. And and then it follows the same tired anime tropes throughout.
Like what?
Do you know how many incestual things happen in anime? That's another trope. And especially the the mature animes, the hyper violence besides in everything, and then the weirdness, just the weird
it's the culture
that happen.
But like, well, the trope is there. Like, okay, it's like I don't see anime when I watch this. And like, granted, you had an anime show, so you saw a lot of animes.
So
you're jaded to me when you see film from over there, so I get it. But like, this isn't anime.
No, I said it feels like a live action anime. And it's in that retrospect, and maybe it's because it's the culture, and because I've seen so many anime.
Yeah,
any movie from that area is going to feel like that to me. But there's that, and then there's the whole. How do I explain this? The whole art masked by hyper violence kind of thing. Yeah, this movie felt very artsy, very. Pretentious, but it's using the mask of ultra violence and
so you're not a Tarantino fan then, huh? Because Tarantino's pretty much saying like, I'm very good at what I do, structure wise, story wise, dialogue wise, but also here's some blood and titties for you guys, so you can like this pretentious bullshit. It's pretty much the same thing.
I mean, I don't know how many Tarantino movies I've actually watched, to be honest with you.
It's crazy because they're all pretty much like this.
But no, he's got more of a time dilution thing going on, though. Right?
What?
A lot of the time dilution thing going on in his movies.
Like, not at all. Only Pulp Fiction. Like, the back and forth shit.
Yeah, the back and forth.
Just
kind
that.
of the out of order kind of thing.
Just that one.
Just Pulp Fiction. What was?
There's Jackie Brown goes forward. Reservoir Dogs, One Room essentially. Glorious Bastards, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, Kill Bill 1 and 2. All those films just go straight forward. There may be some flashbacks here and there, but nothing's going back and forth like Pulp Fiction.
It always feels, I don't know, his movies, this didn't feel like Tarantino. You know what I mean? It just felt like Tarantino, as much as you're right with that, if you analyze it, his movies don't really, to me, I only seen Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, to be fair. So those two movies doesn't feel pretentious to me.
That's early Tarantino. That's why. But the newer shit, like, although it's just not pretentious, it's just, again, once you become a cinephile and you read behind the scenes stuff on him, and like, not behind the scenes, but like, you just know, like, he takes visuals from other stuff and either copies it or just alters it for his own take. So like, the scene from this movie, I'm gonna do my version of it, but it's still kind of the same. Like, he's pretentious in that sense.
But sure. But I don't get that across in the movie.
Fair.
Whereas this, I felt it throughout the whole movie.
Really?
Like everything is purposely filmed in a weird, artsy way.
Artsy, he says. Okay.
For instance, every time they show the bad guy in his thing, he's naked for no reason. Like, there's a point where he's doing a weird yoga thing that seems impossible.
Yes.
So, and just like, even it opens up almost like on a roof forward in time, almost like a teaser for a TV show.
Oh, yeah,
and
then
it pulls back, and then we get to that point, and that's where I felt the anime, when he was let go on the roof with the guy with the poodle, and then he's in I guess he had an orgasm in an elevator with a woman, and then the guy falls off the roof. All that felt like, it was like, I had no idea what was going on. It just felt pretentious, weird, and completely off-putting.
And that's fair and valid.
I don't like it. And it was too long. And it's too long in the fact that, like, that end scene.
Which one? After the bad guy killed stuff in the snow and ran in the snow, or?
No. After the reveal that it was his daughter, that scene went on for freaking ever.
It was perfect. Him breaking down. Great. It was great. Phenomenal acting.
He went on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I was like, I got the point.
No, because people, it's so good. Because people are thinking, okay, this is the point where he snaps and kills the guy, have an epic fight. No. He's like, I am forever your servant. I am your bitch. That's great. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, but if
it could have been 20 minutes longer, I'm like, this is great.
15 minutes.
This guy's breaking down.
I'm seeing here, like, something gonna happen?
Yeah, something did happen. You had sex with your daughter, pal. What?
And then I didn't, just like the whole incestual.
I knew you hate it. I knew you would hate it.
The incestual themes in this whole thing is gross, and like, I don't understand why that part of the world is so obsessed with that.
I knew you would hate it because it's great in a sense of like, it's great storytelling and twist shit. It's great.
But him sleeping with his sister, there's no twist in that.
Twist is he's sleeping with his sister. You don't need a twist out of that. Like, don't do that.
But just my whole point. It's like that's in there because the story's got a story, and because the creator wanted that in there in the first place. You could have told the same story without the incestual vibes.
Yes, because originally in the manga, if I recall, the bad guy's motivation was he did so well in either singing or in acting as in a high school that the main good guy felt his pity and emotion and cried for him in an audience, and the main bad guy didn't like that. So that's what triggered his whole petty revenge and all this shit. Whereas in this movie, oh, he f***ed his sister and someone saw it. So I think this version's better with that because, yeah, it's more motivation and more believable to get someone back at having sex with the daughter than the manga.
Well, I'm just saying, you could still have this same plot without that.
Yeah, 100%.
So so it was a deliberate point to put in there by this person.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a whole thing over there, and I don't know why they're all obsessed with their sisters, but they are.
You sound like a hater.
It's just I've watched so many animes where the sister is so in love with the brother, and it's always male writers, so they're all obsessed with their sisters for some reason over there.
Culture shit. Who knows?
And it's gross.
Yeah. But like maybe they just took it from this because this came out 2003. Who knows when that stuff you were watching came out?
No, it was way before.
Probably.
No, I know. It's way before.
Well, who knows, TJ?
I watched a lot of
We'll
anime.
never know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. I think I like it. I with it.
Yeah, but this is like you're not overexposed to it.
Exactly.
So like this is obviously going to be it's an interesting twist if you've never seen it before, and it's like, oh, okay. Like I watched a whole fucking anime about a guy in love with his sister, and it was gross.
Sounds tough. Sounds like a shit thing for you to do.
So
why would you watch that? Sounds awful.
Because that's it. Because the point of Anime and Us was we watched random animes, and that randomly came up.
And I would be like, no, not this week, guys.
But we didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Until we started watching it.
I would have filtered through the anime thing and said no incestual shit, no pedophilic shit. So I don't want to watch any of that crap.
That's not how the show works.
Yeah, well, your show's flawed, and the show's great. I knew you would hate this movie. I knew you would hate this movie.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie at all.
I'm not gonna like anything I pick, and I'm cool with it. This is phenomenal. I thought this was great.
Well, good for you.
I have no critiques. I might make it a higher score than 8. I don't think 8's a high enough score for this movie. You know what? Let's go. Want to get to scoring then? 9 out of 10 for me. I like it a lot. My only criticism is it is dated in a sense. Like you could definitely see where the visuals fail at 2003, but also it's the visuals. A lot of it holds up.
Another thing. Hold on. Another thing. What the was the deal with all the ants and shit?
Oh man!
Why was there a scene of the daughter on a train looking at a humanoid ant?
She says it. Usually, people who are lonely are going through some things for some reason see ants, and she was going lonely when her mom died in that scene. Beforehand, she's on the train by herself, going somewhere crying. She says a giant ant. Simple. She says it in that dialogue before it.
I missed the mom part, but
because like when he stood into the TV in the first few years.
But like when he was seeing the ants, they were like
he was going crazy because he's there for 15 years by himself in solitude.
That's an anthropomorphic ant, and it's like, and that's the only time the ant thing disappears after that. It never comes back.
I knew you had. I saw like he's just gonna fucking hate that. He's gonna bitch about it. Like I knew it.
It's like, why was he even there?
Why not?
Why have that story arc, that storyline, if you're not going to use it?
Is this how I sound when I critique your shit movies?
Yes.
That's exactly how I sound when I critique your shit movies. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's awesome. Oh man. Anything else you don't like about this movie? The dumpling scene.
I mean, I could go through this movie like we did the old ways and have 1,000 things to complain about.
I'm surprised. I feel like you should watch it again in 10-year time, like how I did this, and just see how you feel differently about it.
I mean, maybe, but
like, I'm surprised how much I enjoyed this movie still.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I left a sour taste in my mouth, to be honest.
Oh, this is so good. I'm surprised it left a sour taste.
No.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but also, like, I am, because I think he might like this, because it's a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
This is a good
Every
movie.
time he's sad, he just smiles through, because he had that sign in front of him. When you're happy, the world smiles with you.
I had trouble kind of seeing facial expressions, because my eyes are always on the freaking subtitles.
Oh, God, man. Get better at nerd stuff like this. Great.
So it's like I have to constantly reading what they're saying in order to follow the plot, so I can't see how the acting's acting because I don't know. I can't do both. This is why I don't watch subtitle things.
God, it's just good stuff's lost upon you. It's so good. I love this movie. So yeah, give it a 9 out of 10 because I love it a lot. What you, TJ? Give it a 2 out of 10 and call it a day. You know, like the prison guard who's just torturing him and loses his teeth in his hand. That's just good stuff, man.
It just it was gratuitous violence for the sake of gratuitous violence.
But it's
sometimes.
like even not even that gratuitous stuff. Like you don't see the teeth getting pulled out. You don't like it's all alluded to. You don't. The most violent thing you see in this is the octopus getting eaten.
You don't see him pulling the teeth out, but you see the bloody teeth.
Yeah, but like nowadays, gratuitous violence is you're seeing that shit happen. So this was it's violent. This movie is semi-violent, but also it's more disturbing with the twist at the end than the violent action. Honestly,
I wasn't disturbed by the twist at the end. I was disappointed in the twist at the end.
Shame,
because I mean that's the most obvious route you go at that point.
Not really. For someone who watches all the anime, sure, probably, but I don't think it was that obvious.
Like, why? I mean, what else would he be doing this for at this point? What else would the revenge be?
Well, once the monologue's happening, then okay, sure, you had sex with your sister. Who knows? Who cares? Like, how you get revenge on him for just 15 years? Until we see the book of like, oh, that's my daughter. That's my daughter. Like, I don't think it's obvious.
I actually thought it was the daughter at first.
When she says you were familiar and all that shit.
When they met each other, and then I kind of brush it off when they she's in Sweden or something. I was like, okay, I guess that's not the daughter.
That's good story time. So it's M. Night does in The Sixth Sense. Like, this guy's clearly dead. Like, no, he's not dead. We're following this guy throughout the movie. Oh, he's dead. What the f***? I knew it. It's good. It's so good.
But like, that was my first instinct. Oh, that's the daughter. Yeah. So
yeah, how much do you hate this movie? What are we giving it to you, Jay?
You know, a very biased 3.
Biased? How so?
Because I guess objectively, I can see why people would get into it.
Yeah, but it's your review, so it's your rating.
That's why I said I'm giving a very biased 3.
So this is 3. Just say 3.
But I would just want to point out it's very biased.
You don't have to say that. We all know why
No, because in other reviews I do give an objective
you should
score
stop doing that, though. Because, like, yeah, a movie's got a 10 out of 10 for a reason, but this 10 out of 10 movie, if you guys like, it's a f***ing 3 out of 10. You should just be more honest with it.
It's like this is very biased, but like objectively looking at it, just as a movie made on its merits, it would probably get a higher score.
So you truly objectively think this is like a 5 out of 10, or whatever you would give it objectively?
Yeah,
Jonathan, you haven't said anything positive about this movie, so I'm surprised you give it such a high rating objectively.
Because I could see how someone would like this movie. This definitely feels like a movie for 16-year-old art students.
1,000%.
So, like, I could see those kids loving this movie. Like, this is their favorite movie.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it on a level, but personally, it's just I did not like it at all. I was no.
And I would have to say it is something you would have to like. My first time watching it, like I said earlier, I was so lost in the beginning, the middle of it. Like, okay, the beginning got me going somewhere, and because like you said, the beginning has a tone where it's kind of like sometimes it's kind of funny-ish, like it has some jokes in it, and then the jokes are gone for the middle 2/3 of it, and then it gets like really dark at the end. Like, whoa, movie.
There is a tonal whiplash to this movie, and it's just like they didn't know what kind of movie they wanted to make.
Yeah, because it is like, where are we going with this visually? So yeah, like I get that criticism, and I think the twist makes it hold up for me. But even if the twist wasn't so much the twist, I just like watching the good guy or the guy we follow the most throughout it just not winning at all. Like him succumbing to the bad guy and looking at his shoes in the third act because he was just like, I lost. I never had it, and I lost it all. Still, this is great. It's great.
I mean, my whole problem with that whole scene is I didn't like him at all anyway. Yep. So why should I care if he's breaking down and giving up and stuff like that? You kind of deserve everything you got. So fair. Like, what difference is there? Now I'm sitting here for 15 minutes as you. Don't get me wrong. The acting is good in this. I'm not blaming the actors or anything like that. They did a good job, but it's like this actor is acting for 15 minutes in a scene that's supposed to mean something, but for two characters that I did not like whatsoever, what am I getting out of
this? That's fair. And I respect that because, like I said, none of the characters are like, oh, I really hope this person makes it through because I saw this one thing they did really positively. No one has that. Not a single character had. Like you said, even the daughter is like okay, she's here.
And just to go back to the twist here, okay, he sleeps with his daughter. He doesn't deal with it. He just gets it like mind wiped, and then he goes back to sleeping with his daughter.
Yeah, because how do you deal with something like that? You kill yourself? He was like, hey, by the way, I know we had sex, but I'm your daddy. Literally, I'm your dad. Like, how do you?
I mean, it's fuck you. The mature, responsible thing to do is be like, oh, we were manipulated because of magic, I guess.
Hypnotism is not magic. It's mind manipulation.
Whatever. But you you explain things to your daughter. She probably gets disgusted and never wants to see you again. And you just deal with the consequences of that action.
But you said two key words that this character is not. He's not mature nor responsible.
Yeah, he's also, and that's most of the reason why he's not likable. If he was, maybe that end scene would have meant something.
We start off with him being a drunken piece of shit. He gets kidnapped. His only change is like, I'm angry now. I'm still a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's no development. No. He's the same guy he always was. And in fact, he reverts back to it at the very end to pretty much begin it.
Even when he first sees females, I want to f*** them. Like, oh, you're still the piece of shit. Like the lady in the elevator to his daughter, I'm going to have sex with these women. Like, oh, this guy has not changed. What have you learned in your 15 years? And I love that. It's like he's putting the mask on. Like, I've changed. Like, no, you're still not a good guy. Oh, God, it's so good, DJ. It's so good. Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I'm sorry. It's just a great movie.
No, it's not.
Perfect. It's a great movie. That's a 9 out of 10. I'm being dramatic.
It's flawed. Very, very flawed.
I think the flaws are like...
And that's being nice.
Okay, I think this movie is definitely, if you do not buy its twist and its explanation, the hypnotism and all that shit, this movie's going to fall flat for you.
And don't get me wrong, I love that shit.
Apparently not.
But like this just wasn't executed well.
Really?
Like no, it's like the hypnotism thing is like barely explained. It's just a woman that shows up twice throughout the movie.
Yeah, so I use this lady I hired to hypnotise you guys and do suggest that's it.
Nothing else in this world indicates that like magic and stuff exists.
I don't think hypnotism is magic.
It's not. It doesn't work. So it's magic.
I can. He even says you two are very susceptible to hypnotism. And that's a thing in real life. I don't believe in this shit. I don't believe in
pseudoscience.
There we go. Pseudoscience, exactly. It's very pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience.
And some people fall for pseudoscience. I'm sorry.
Like this indicates that the pseudoscience actually works and people specialize in it and they can manipulate people to do things every little step that they take from here on out and can be planned.
I think the pseudoscience worked in a sense of like, I'll make the phone call, hear some chimes, but other than that, I'm pushing you in directions. Not everything was...
But they also said that he did it to the other girl too.
Yeah. So the chimes, the things, if you guys hear them, you're going to kind of give you a trigger to do something. That's the most we can do. Everything else is your action. It's pushing him in directions.
And that's all going on. What happens if he didn't take the phone with him into that restaurant? He saw the phone. He's like, I don't want this phone. He throws it in the trash. What if he doesn't go to that restaurant? Why does he doesn't take the wallet from the guy?
Why would he take it?
This is all reliant on these specific things happening at a specific moment when there are variables that 1,000 different variables that can happen.
You know what you sound like? You sound like me. If we were writing something like this, I'm like, well, what about this, and this? And none of it makes sense. Because anything could go wrong. You're like, so? Like, no, TJ, anything could go wrong. Like, no, let's keep it here for now. We'll change it later. That's what you sound like to me, and I love it. Oh, man, the tables have turned. I love it. She's on the other foot. This is great.
But that's exactly the point. The tables may have turned, but you're on my end of the spectrum now.
I love it. It's great. It's so good. Because I don't give a shit. It's a great story. I don't care. Because everything you're saying is right. Like, yeah, if he would have just like left the wallet there and gone his own way and just left the town, no revenge, I guess, huh? Like, go back into the hotel.
I'm just saying, it's just, but that's my whole point. I'm not like, story's got a story, obviously.
Yeah.
So like he's going to take the wallet and stuff like that, but that's the justification for the pseudoscience to work, and nothing in this world suggests that any of that should work.
But nothing is suggesting that should not work either. Like, there's nothing in this world that's saying one way or the other. So that they introduced it and it works, it makes sense. But the rest
of the world is so steeped and grounded in reality.
Not really. Every time the guy's interacting in public, like when he was bloodied and walking through the crosswalk with other people, no one's stopping to help him. Whether it's a cultural thing or not, no one's there besides the main bad guy to help him. And he throws the bloody guy into a taxi, drives away. And the taxi driver's like, I don't want this bloody guy. The fact that the 18-year-old sous chef takes him to her apartment, their co-worker is like, no, we should call the fucking cops. So like, it's a weird movie. That's like, I don't think the world's suggesting that it's overly realistic nor overly fantasy.
But it just felt like the pseudoscience in this felt overly fantasy in a world that isn't overly fantasy.
I think they wave their hand at it so much so, like, hey, we mind manipulate you, That's all you need to know.
That's all they did. That's why I think it needed to be more established in here in order for it to work.
And see, I think if you focus too much on it, or even like give it a 1% more, people will hate it. And that's why I think at the end it doesn't work for him. It's like, okay, or maybe it did work actually at that point, but I don't think it worked. But
I mean, I think it did, but that's what I mean. It only like it works on a pretentious art level. Like, oh, it's so ambiguous. That's why everyone loves this movie. It's the greatest movie of all time. It's so vague and no real clear answers, and it's stupid.
Crazy. I think this movie gets its acclaim because of the twist, obviously.
Yeah, that's the main reason
why people watch. I remember watching because like people were saying, "Hey, there's a big twist. You should watch the movie." Like, what's the twist? I'm not telling you. You watch the movie. Like, okay. Saw it and I was like, this is pretty good, actually. I like this movie.
This movie is overrated.
You're crazy.
Overrated. Definitely
I think this movie is rated just where it should be. I think
it's not one of the greatest movies of all time.
I think for the genre of movie it's in, I think it is one of the elite movies. Because what other movie does it well as this? Chinatown. That's it.
I never saw it.
But you're fucking crazy. Besides that,
I don't watch Korean films.
Chinatown's an American film, written by or directed by
what?
Chinatown.
Okay,
so I think Polanski maybe.
But no, what I'm saying is I can't judge this movie based off its own genre within the Korean film space because I think this might be the only Korean film I've ever seen.
See, but like watch movies, man.
But based on the movies that I have seen in my lifetime. This is not one of the best movies of all time. I'm sorry, it's not.
Clearly, we on this podcast we rated like Logan and the Western movies, the Good and Bad trilogy, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Chinatown's Roman Polanski, great movie. But like, what's another great movie for you? 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Like, what's a good ranking movie for you that we haven't seen or talked about?
I don't know.
So I got Jurassic Park. I got the Mad Max Furiosa Road movie, and Fury Road's a great movie for me. Back to the Future's a solid time travel movie.
No, I would have to think about it. Yeah. But I just know this isn't up there.
Crazy. I mean, I get it. It's your taste. I knew you would hate it. You're not gonna like any of my picks this month, and that's fine with me. But like your picks last month, so I think it's a fair trade off, right?
I mean, we knew that was going to happen, regardless. So,
and I did not pick these thinking you're going to hate them. I picked them because these movies I like. These movies are describing what I like to you guys. Like this is what I look forward to movies when I watch movies, guys. So good. This one is I like a good twist. The next one's going to be good acting. The third one's going to be good visuals, and the fourth one's going to be semi good twist again. But yeah. So I'm giving it a 9. You gave it a 3.
Yep.
Do the thing, teachers. We can end it.
Now that we did it, it's done.